I think the other very important date that most people don't know about is 1922. So between 1907 and 1922, American women who married men who were not U.S. citizens lost their citizenship. That was only during that time period. 1922, the Cable Act stopped that, but those women still had to apply for their citizenship. And then later, they didn't have to apply, they didn't have to naturalize, but they did have to do some court procedures, swear an oath and stuff. So, and that law changes and does all kinds of things. But what's important to know is prior to, if you had a woman who was not a US citizen who married a US citizen, she gained citizenship. That's why there's no citizenship papers for her.
Oh,
So my great great grandmother came from Germany, came to the US, married a US citizen. She became a US citizen because of him. It was derivative. But between 1907 and 1922, American women who married non US men lost their citizenship. So, what does it mean to lose your citizenship? Well, when suffrage comes into play, you can't vote because you don't have citizenship. Now, sometimes some people do kind of get this breakthrough where they do vote and nobody catches it, but they couldn't get passports. They couldn't, get government benefits. There was all kinds of things they couldn't do. So that's one of the examples I think we need to keep in mind because that means records.
and like you said, them being left out of a record, and you can't
Yes,
find somebody who isn't there.
exactly.